ladies and gentlemen, to Europa Universalis. I am your host, ChickenDragon, and let's continue with Japanese dominance of the world. Well, not really Japanese dominance of the world, but we are fighting Korea, so I'm sorry I had to go out real quick. I got an important phone call, so it's not as long as I had hoped it would be, but the last episode was not as long as I hoped it would be, but we are back. So let us get back to work. Last time we conquered here, so now we're gonna get a little bit more of our territory back. See if Jan is willing to drop out yet. How much are they over? Okay, they're willing to give 81 ducats, so and we're gonna begin working our way up north. We're gonna try and fight in areas where we can get defensive terrain. Like Wonju would be good for us. We can get it. And hopefully we're able to get this done before anybody else gets any big ideas about declaring independence or something. Because we don't want them to get independence, do we? No, we don't. No, let's go ahead and go for Wonju. Take that. It's time to start forcing Korea out of the war. We don't want the war to go on too much longer because they have taken a significant amount. The rebels have taken a significant amount of territory, and so we don't want to lose that with them declaring themselves independent. Okay. Have the Padero, and we can also go for Reformed Asian Steppe Cavalry, which I think we're going to go with because I am not seeing Korea's men anywhere around us. So, oh, that's why. Okay, they're all up there. Okay, then in that case, maybe we better think about piecing out a little bit earlier than I intended. Because I don't want them to start getting capital territory and going for it, especially when we're sort of stuck where we are. I think maybe we take the capital and then we peace out. Okay. That puts us at 75%, which is pretty darn good. How high are they willing to go? They're not willing to give us that. Okay, they're willing to give us that much, which is a good amount. Get that. That's 77. We have enough for 10 more, potentially. So we get that. Nope, they're not willing to do that. Okay. Then in that case, I think we go with this. With this bit here, and we leave it at this. Is it what we wanted? Not necessarily, but I'm willing to take it because we don't want to get into a large-scale war where we're having to fight them everywhere, and we need to spend a lot of time rebuilding our navy. And hey, if these Hyoxi separatists want to go into Korea and start fighting Korea, I am more than okay with that. And Manchu is taking out Yeren for us, which works for me. See how much the institution spread is. Institutions are slowly making their way over. Colonialism's still not quite here yet. Still probably going to be a while before we get colonialism. Printing press hasn't fired yet because it's not 1550. But let's see that. Let's now check out our rebels. See how we're doing here. Oh, I love it. Those rebels are going stomping Korea's guys. So now Korea's in an even worse place than they were. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So let me know how, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, in comments, let me know how you're doing. And also let me know how you think I'm doing. I am more than willing to get advice from you guys. I am not necessarily a good player of Paradox Grand Strategy games. I am a player of Paradox Grand Strategy games. So we got guys up there. That's okay. We can work our way up there. We've gotten our first war with Korea done, which went very well. Surprisingly well, actually. Really pleased with how it went. I think we get a little bit more, and I think we're going to see ourselves being a lot more pleased with how this campaign shapes up. I think we're maybe going to take a little bit of a break from war specifically at the moment. Or at least for the next little bit. Because A, we want these cores to finish. And B, we want less of a... we don't want to be quite so far behind in admin tech as we are. Okay. We're going to go with that option. And we are going to untick several of these boxes here, because we do not have gold. We're losing a lot in corruption, looks like. So yeah, we're losing 4 ducats a month, but starting next month it looks like we're not going to be paying that, which is good. Let's look at our... we are going to harsh treatment these guys because I don't really have the manpower to get over there yet. And we are going to send out our missionaries, start working on some areas. And Venice has lost its trade league, which is good. Well, it doesn't really affect us that much over here, but... I want them so much to attack us. Really, really do. It's woods. Can we make it there first? 6th of April, 9th of April. Yes, we can. Wonderful. That'll give us a defensive terrain bonus. Lost a lot of guys, though. Beshi, is that where they're... No. Sahal Kalim. Where's that? Ah, okay. Here's where it is. Let's see if we can't give this to the clergy. That should help lower tensions there. We really don't have the money. We're in debt at the moment. We're rooting out corruption, which is taking way longer than it should. Why do we keep having this corruption thing? We have none currently. Oh, it's changing. Okay. I see, because we're overextended. That's what's happening. Probably should have thought that through a little bit more before I made that choice. But, okay. We can do this. And they have... Korea has Korean peasants. Oh, I love it. Let's build a spy network there. We're probably not going to go to war with Manchu just yet. Reason being is we don't want the massive war that could potentially come from fighting Manchu and Korea and Korea's allies. We're just not interested in that. Got a couple more ticks, I think, before we hit men. Split them in half, actually. So why are these Jianzhou guys? Okay. Let's see what we have here. We'll accept their rightful claims for the moment. We have prestige that we can burn a little bit, so I'm okay with doing that. Let's see our culture screen. Accepted cultures. Yeah, I'm willing to do that, to make that an accepted culture. Ainu is not going to ever be an accepted culture, but that's okay. And that should help reduce the amount that we're getting from these guys. Yeah. We could increase autonomy, but I don't want to. Ferdinand is not a core, so we can't change it from a territory to a state. So, okay. These guys always have to have such good generals. I hate it. You can't get that good generals. It's frustrating. See if we can't beat them. I don't know if we can or not. We'll have to see. If we win, it's going to be on a morale basis. And who just fired? The Ainu separatist just fired. Great. Well, infantry combat ability went up with this general, so at least it's not a total loss. I'm sorry I haven't been able to stream this for a couple of weeks. I was out sick for a little bit. Um, my throat kept giving out on me, and I was sick for a little bit, so I couldn't really talk that well. Oh, and only one of my armies made it out. Doggone it. Oh, no, both of them did. Okay, good. Whew. I was going, what happened here? And then I realized I was only seeing this bottom area. So. So we won our war with Korea, which is good. Which is really good, actually. We got... Which one were these guys? These guys were Korean separatists, of course. And now we're really having to fight. Don't suppose we could rent some condottieri from anybody. No. Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, we want to go to Kawa. The Yaren separatists are becoming problematic. Really, really problematic. Part of the problem is that we're having to do this so slowly because we don't have a ton of manpower to deal with, to play with. Got that taken care of, so now everybody else starts to move back over. Okay. We'll lose the manpower. We have rebels that are way too close to reinforcing their demands, so we need to get this taken care of quickly. part of it is that they just keep getting these amazing generals, and it's frustrating. So, let's see if we can't get another general. Better general than that. He's actually pretty good. Someone that will help us in both the fire and shock phases is quite nice. We're not going to risk converting anything for the moment. Would we like to? Yes. Are we in a position where that's actually plausible? No. Echu. Please don't let that be here. It is. It's on the mainland. Doggone it. Good. We'll share that with them. That'll give us prestige. Okay, let's see. How bad is... religious unity? That's part of it. Our religious unity is only at really, really low amounts. So, go ahead and send him there. Hey, Heron's going to bear. Those Uran rebels are going to bother Manchu. I'm okay with that. That's right. Go bother Manchu. Don't worry about us. And Manchu's fighting Korchin separatists. Okay with me. We want to turn on our forts again. Which is really unfortunate because we really did not want to turn on our forts again. Ugh. And it looks like the... Nope. They're back. 2nd of May. 24th of April. Doggone it. Well, it looks like their general died at least. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Where are they going? Itchy is in... Okay, we have a free advisor slot. Okay, we will take the yearly unrest guy. The national unrest guy. Him there, and he can go down here to start working down there. Repay loan, we cannot. Oh. Unfortunately, we can't afford to keep the merchants happy, which is very unfortunate. Hey, if those Koreans just keep bouncing between Echu and there, I am okay with that. I'm very okay with that. Gives me the chance to replenish my manpower a bit. Start moving things along this way. Get them out of this. Now at 0 overextension, which means that we shouldn't have to worry too much about more rebels. Rather not lose the Diplo power when we're already so far behind on Diplo tech. Institution spread look like? Oh, we've got a ways to go. Why do we have this bit? Trouble. You're in. Most of it's from separatism. 2 on. Again, most of it from separatism. Some of it from intolerance. Eigen, mostly from separatism, some from intolerance. Of course it is. So, we are minor power from Asia. Why is it that we are so far? It's because we're so far behind on tech that we're no longer able to be a great power. That's unfortunate. And Ming, for all intents and purposes, no longer exists. Looks like Qi might actually become the new big kids on the block, so to speak. Start fabricating claims on these guys. I don't really care what, just start fabricating. meter here. Yeah. Let's see where they decide to go, and then from there we'll decide when we're gonna attack. Because if they decide to just go to Etchu again, which I doubt they will, they're not wanting to move. Okay, that's fine with me too. Get back over to the mainland. We have our ideas. When we get modern theocracy, what we're going to go is we are going to go with exploration ideas. Because we want that colonial ventures quest for the new world stuff so that we can actually get the Uniting Japan achievement through using the Kuril Islands. I would like desperately to get full control over the Beijing node, which means I really don't want to fall behind on administrative though, and if we go expansion ideas, we will fall behind on administrative. Despite the good that it does for our trade. Shanghai is quite large. Yeah, I'm willing to lose the prestige. We're not going to be going to war for a little bit anyways. So, let's take a look at the trade nodes and see what we have in the way of power. Okay. Between Japan and Korea, we control almost all of the trade power in the node. So if we can get Korea out of this, out of the Nippon node, we'll start making a lot more in terms of ducats. Ideally, we're able to get into the Beijing node. And when we get Beijing, we'll have 3 going in and 1 going out. We'll have 3 trade nodes moving inland and 1 going out. And so we want to get to take over the Beijing node, which is under the control of like 4 different countries at the moment, Manchu being one of them. Let's take a look at our trade goods. We have a couple of iron mines. Iron. Chinaware. That could be quite expensive. Yeah, that's a good trade good. What else do we have? We have gold down here. We'd kind of like to get that gold mine at some point. Other than that, it's mostly just relatively common stuff. The iron's a good one, but it's not great. It's not like it's a brilliant one like the gold is. The gold would actively increase our reserves. Let's go ahead and repay all of our loans, because we want to be making more money. And why is our inflation going up? Reliance on gold mines. Do we have a gold mine? Ooh, we do have one gold mine. Awesome. I love Paradox's music so much, even though it's not Christmas, and I really shouldn't. So we have 3 years until we can go to war with Korea. And we are actually going to break off our alliance with these guys. Part of the problem that we're seeing right now is in this area there are no strong allies. And when we look at the opinions map mode, nobody in our general area other than Key particularly cares for us. Mongolia would be good, but I'm not sure Mongolia is going to be around long with Chiang Tai there. Which actually, Chiang Tai might actually be a pretty good alliance to have. Especially since it seems like we're probably going to be, maybe not immediately, but relatively soon, be in the same area. So we'll go ahead and work with them. We'll build our spy network with Korea. We do not want to have high amounts of time waiting for their forts to go down. And we're also going to take our forts down. We're going to insist that everything is fine because we do not want our stability to go down. Ooh, National Unrest -2. That's nice. That means that our rebels are going to go down even further. Why did Ferdinand suddenly back up? Oh, separatism. Of course. The Yaren separatists. And then we also have the Tengri zealots. Because of course we do. Yay! Let's check out the religious map mode, actually. We're Shinto. It might actually be worth becoming Defender of the Faith for Shinto. Because we're not dealing with anybody else who's Shinto, so we could be how can I put this? Okay, the only time where it is really worth long-term becoming Defender of the Faith is when you are one of like only 3 countries that are your faith. So if you're Catholic, it is never worth becoming Defender of the Faith, because you're going to constantly be at war with everybody, and you're also going to be getting a lot of fights picked with the Ottomans. I will take that stability, thank you. So you don't really want necessarily to become Defender of the Faith always, but if you're the only country that's a Defender of the Faith, or if you're the only country that is your religion, a lot of times it becomes worth getting Defender of the Faith, especially if you have a lot of territory that needs to have their religion changed. Something like, say, in this situation where we have Tengri here and we have Confucian down here and we're Shinto. We have a lot of stuff to go on, but at the moment we don't have the money for it, which is unfortunate. I'm actually wondering if we could convert. Shinto is not allowed to convert to another religion. Interesting. Which is why when I'm playing something like Great Britain, I will almost always go Reformed, because nobody goes Reformed in Europe. Like, there are only 1 or 2 countries that go Reformed. So usually if you're playing like Great Britain, for example, you're on an island, you're not going to be attacked. You're pretty powerful, so again, you're not going to be attacked. And it becomes worth taking that Defender of the Faith, which, when we get 500 ducats, that's probably what I'm going to do. If I can. I don't play in the eastern, I don't play in these eastern nations that often, so I may not be able to do that. Doggone it. Give the 100 ducats. That's frustrating. So I don't want rebels to fire. Ugh. Rebels. As always, guys, I am watching chat, so if you guys want to talk, you can. Yeah. So let's see, where are we going to go next? It's almost time for our war with Korea. Next war. Manchu and Yan. Okay. So... and our guy was discovered. So we'll build a spy network in Manchu. See if maybe we can get an alliance with Shanghai. Nope, not willing to. If we take Korea, especially the southern bit here, these 4 provinces, that will give us control of our node to a ridiculous amount. If we take control of this bit, we'll pretty much have complete control of the Nippon node. Wu, Ning, and a couple of other people, they don't really have all of the stuff that they need. If we can get to the Beijing node and start conquering like Manchu and Yan and such. And Korchin. How did Korchin get something down there? That is interesting. That is very interesting. And Jin, then we can take over the Beijing node, which is where I would like to be. And then we can start pushing down into the Hangzhou node. Of course, before too long, we're going to have to deal with Europeans. And that would definitely be preferred. Because then we could tech up a lot faster. Can convert provinces to Shinto. Yes, we do. We would love that. So Korchin's being occupied by Sibir. Sibir is being occupied by Nogai. And Oirat's just kind of staying out of it, it looks like. Shanghai's fighting quite a large war. Okay, and it is 1548. So, war with Korea is coming up. Yay. We could fund the pirates. That would be nice, but get a national tax modifier. Not sure we're making a year in taxes. So we're getting 14 ducats every month. Multiply that by 12. Getting about 160 ducats a year from taxation. Extra 20% is not worth it. Okay. At least not at the moment. And Manchu's getting occupied by Mongolia. Mongolia is only at war with Manchu, meaning that our war with Korea may actually go a lot easier. Because Manchu may not shoved on it. Yeah, Manchu's not going to join the war. Qi would. And Qi can keep Yan out of the war for us, which is perfect. Qi eats Yan. We eat a good chunk of Korea. And if we're going to do this, we are going to want our men to be as close to the border as possible. So I think it's nearly time for war. I do believe it is nearly time for war. So that is key. So we're pulling them back. Can't really do much there. We're going to begin fabricating claims, or building a spy network, not fabricating claims. Because we want to have as little time fighting them as we can. Let's roll for one more general. Ooh, I will take that. That's not a great general, but it's not a terrible one either. So let's declare war. We're calling in the key. We're making it for Jiangsu. Something like that. Go for the capital! Get 'em, boys! Get 'em! And now it's time to cut them in half. And go home at war and just stay there. No guy is telling us of civil war. Key is doing a good job. Good for Key. I don't necessarily like the fact that they're spreading out like they are, but as soon as we take their capital, we can start moving a little bit better to start cutting them off. There we go. And let's see if we can't get a better siege general since we're not... There we go. Four cannons. What are we looking at? Not blockaded. We do not have a great... Actually, they're being blockaded now, so that's actually good for us. It's actually really good for us. Though they are taking over a large chunk of that. But none of that's necessarily worth a lot in territory. So... You guys just focus about getting Yan out of the war. And then come and help me. Love to get a couple more cannons. See if I can't get... No, not one of those. That's more like it. See if we can't do that before they start moving this way. So the Yaren separatists might fire, which I'm actually kind of okay with. Attach siege. Thanks for the free war score. It's wonderful having it, Korea. We're about to take their capital. They're nowhere near us. Yan is... Yan is kind of in trouble. Look at what they're doing. They're going for... There we go. Just gonna leave a guy there. And keep moving down to the next castle. And we're now up 42% war score. So, just by owning their capital, that's how far we are. We're going to be able to get a lot from them this war. Let's actually see how much. Okay, 66. 78. We want that. We want ducats. We want war reps. That puts us at 93. Okay. I'm okay with that. 93%, that's not bad. There. We are going to accept their rightful claims because we are not worried about it. And we're going to go with improved relations guy. Makes sense. We need those relations. We've got their 16 stack coming down this way. I don't like. Perfect. We're following them. It's beautiful. Just like that. And Yana's up there, and we have 2 wall breaches. That's awesome. And since Key is up here, they're sieging down all of these areas that Korea got back from us. So we've nearly got this place, so we can start going for some of the upper areas of Korea pretty soon. Start knocking them out of the war. And frankly, at this point, we don't even care necessarily if Key were to drop out of the war. Go. That is what we needed, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we needed. And now our domination will be complete. Just a matter of how far we're willing to move up to get there. Naturally, we'll aid the Bodega. Okay, so we have pretty much conquered the southern portion of Korea, so that's pretty good. We start moving up to this northern portion, and we're going to get a lot more available to us. A lot more war score available to us, and we can start forcing them to come down after us, trying to fight our military in what's now our turf. We would like it if Key would start fighting Yan and start working on getting them out of the war. That's what we would prefer. Because by getting Yan out of the war, it's then just us versus Korea. And us versus Korea is a fight I want to take. And I want one more territory from Korea. I want that. That's 99 war score. That's 100. Thereabouts. And that's what I want. So we'll have the entire southern peninsula of Korea. Manchu's waging several different wars, which is perfect for us. Because if Manchu's the next strongest guy right next to us other than Korchin. And Korchin is a problem, but they're not nearly as much of a problem as some of these guys down here that have more tangled alliances. Korchin's only allied with Oirat. We'll safeguard the guild privileges. We will take every option that keeps us out of... Ooh, very nice. So what we're going to start doing now is we're just going to let the Hyoxi separatists fire. Is it unfortunate that they will? Yeah, but it's not as bad as if the Koreans or the Yeren fire. Stack wipe. Hey on, you guys want out? If you guys want out, all you have to do is say so. They don't want out yet. Okay. We're keeping our big stack close to Korea because we don't want them suddenly getting a bunch of guys over here. And we also want to have guys nearby in case rebels fire. We'll raise taxes. 1.6 years. I'm going to harsh treatment that down. Same thing with the Koreans. I do not want the Korean rebels firing. And there are the rebels. We want to fight them in the grasslands, definitely. Do not want them getting the advantage of mountains. Go. If they had fired up here, which is where I thought they were going to fire, I would have just let them go, because that would have reduced the amount of trouble I have to deal with long term. But, oh well. Surprised Key is still so high in willingness to go to war. I guess it's because we're making gains. That's the only thing that I can think of for why they're willing to be so involved in this war when they're losing so much. Like half of their country is swallowed, though none of their forts. That might be the other part of it. And I'm not sending my men any higher than that, because we're gonna start seeing Manchu troops. Yeah, we're gonna start seeing Korean troops moving down this way. Yan's now at high, which is okay, because we're actually, if we can get Korea out of this war, we are actually okay with moving into this area and start forcing Yan out. We actually start doing that already. So long as they don't have transports there pulling them forward. Which it doesn't look like they do. It looks like they're going the long way around. Yeah. They've got men going the long way around. We're winning the war, which is good. Getting men out of Korea, which is good. Yan, are they willing to go out? They are not. Still not. Wow. Would Key be willing to give us military access? Oh. So they're no longer our allies. Okay. Would these guys be willing to give us military access? They would. Wonderful. Don't like having to take this long way around, but if it gets Yan out of the war, I'm okay with it. Is Korea willing to surrender with what we want yet? They're not. They're close, but not quite. And there fire the Korean separatists. Of course they do. And they're back. They're going back. We don't want that. Do not want that. Get them back there. Move faster. Force march. No, disable that. Wait. Why can we not force march? Oh, doggone it. Oh boy. Okay, what can we get from Korea at the moment? Would Yan drop out now? No. Okay. What could we get from Korea? We don't want... We really don't want... They would be willing to do that. That's actually not a bad treaty. Prevents us from going too far over extension. Slightly over our war score, so we're unlikely to get anything better. Yeah, they're not going to be willing to give us anything better. Yeah. Oh, they would be willing to remove cores. I say we send that to them. rather than continue fighting in that war that's just dragging on. Korea no longer considers us a rival. Wonderful. Wanted to buy that down a little bit. Start making cores. Come on. Why are they not going anywhere? Come on. Why are they not willing to move? Guys? You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. It's another bug. I don't know why this keeps happening, but every once in a while I'll get a bug where it won't let me move across terrain. You guys will give us military access, right? Right? Yeah. There we go. That gives us what we need. You're in, separatists. Yay! And what do you know? There's that really, really high leader who I hate so much. I am watching chat, guys, if you guys want to talk. If you guys have any advice for me, go ahead and give that to me. I am a player of Paradox Grand Strategies, not necessarily great at them. So, can we have reduce overextension? Of course we do. I'll take that since we're going to be doing that anyways with the cores. Oh, what I would give for humanist policies right now. I could go for it, but I really, really don't want to right now. At this particular moment. Yeah, let's impose a new tariff, absolutely. 3 mercantilism? So. Let's send that guy instead. We take the fire. And we won against them. Yay, us! Now let's get back up to these Darren rebels and Yaren separatists. Ugh. So, go with Korea. I think next war we can actually knock them out. And Manchu, you can probably take. They're still not willing to accept that, but that's okay. No. Doggone it. That was my bad play. That was very, very, very bad play. Okay. But we are taking back Darren. So. Don't want to fight them in mountains unless we are the defender. So. How likely is it that they're 53 months away from enforcing their demands? I hate rebels so much. See if they go towards Kuru, or if they keep running. There we go. So 19th, 17th of February, 19th of February. Perfect. Yes! That's what we want. Our defensive terrain. Yeah. See that fight. Yes! Hideyori! That was awesome. So, it looks like we can't get a Defender of the Faith, which is too bad. Part of the Eastern religion group and does not allow Defender of the Faith, of course. That really stinks. I really don't play a lot of these Eastern nations that much. I was just wanting to play Europa Universalis 4. When I decided to do this, I was just playing EU4 and was wanting to play and thought Japan might be an interesting one to go for an achievement for. So the let's see what the institution spread looks like. Well, it's finally starting to reach Shanghai about colonialism. Oman, printing press, reaching a little bit of everybody in that area. So that's good. Korean separatists are again about to spawn. Yay! We're so far behind on tech. Europeans, get over here. Portugal. England. Come here so that we can ally you. So who are the great powers right now? We are minor power from Asia. And this is the thing that's getting us. That our tech cost. Because if we were to go by development, we would actually be in third. And no. Fifth. We'd be in fifth place. Sorry. And if we were going by rating, we would probably be 9th or 10th. So that's a little bit frustrating, but and our commandant died. We'll ignore them, take the prestige hit. Morale of armies, that's a decent one. I am so tempted to take that one, but he's just and he's well connected. This guy's ship durability, which I like. Is Key at war with Wu? It is. Wu and Diviet. There. Let's look at our coalition map mode. Who all would be willing to go to war? Manchu. Ooh, Manchu got tiny. Korchin is allied with Oirat. So that may actually be a good war for us to go against when we get done wrapping up Korea. And let's look at our trade power in this node. Korea still has 11%, and that comes from Wonju and Gyeonggi? Gyeonggi? I don't know. So that's something to look into, is getting those two provinces there. And then we can start grabbing some of the Beijing provinces. But actually, what's it look like in terms of war score? That's a 40% war score. That's 12%, 11%, 11, 11, 17, 13. So that's 30 right there between those provinces. That's 40, so that's 70%. Oh, we got the Chrysanthemum Throne. Wow, how did that happen? How on earth did that happen? What? Japan as a daimyo. Okay, I get that. Trying to figure out how we got that, because we weren't supposed to get that until we got Kurils. Japan as a daimyo. Weird. Very weird. Hey, we got the Chrysanthemum Throne! Yeah! Go us! Trading in China where happened to us. I'm cool with that. So, does that... Segi? No, that's not it. Huh. That's weird, because we weren't supposed to get that until we got the Kurils. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have unified Japan. So, let's see about what other achievements we can get with this. Check for Japanese. Wait 1 second. Okay, we get that, we got that, we got that. Okay. Let's pause for a second. We have the Rising Sun. No, that's own and have cores on all of Japan as a European nation. That's not what we're interested in. Kiristan Shaban. Start as Japanese daimyo. Convert yourself and all of Japan to Christianity. That one might actually be worth it. I want to do that one, probably. What's the other one? Okay, so that's all the Japanese ones. So let's see. Maybe we can do something else too. Let's go by Unity. See what all we can do cheaply. So, sure, we'll remove Hyaxi from the map. Why not? Should we declare war? Yes, we could. Just directly go for it. We'll let these Korean separatists fire first, though. There's a 24.4% chance, so 3 months, probably at most. The scum of Corchin have sent us an insult. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to war with Corchin to curtail them quite a bit. Shanghai's being occupied by Russia. Interesting. Hello, Russia. Welcome to the field. Okay, so new thing. This series after this episode is no longer going to be called Unite Japan, because apparently we somehow did that despite the fact that we really weren't supposed to be able to. Instead, we're going to call it I don't know. We'll call it something. The fight to get Christian Japan or something like that. Probably not quite as long, but we've united Japan. Yay! Wow, those rebels still have not fired. Weird. Give that to the clergy. Always useful to have a little bit more peace in an area. And we don't want those Korean separatists to rise up on Jeju. You just don't. That'd be so much trouble to deal with. So, we're transferring trade power to down here. Who's the next guy? Command Charles. We'll ignore them. So, the Command Charles, those are up here, I think. Yeah, the gear and trade nodes. So that would be up here. Or two. Yay, they fired, they fired. Ooh. Not so good that they fired there. We may let them go there. Guys. See where they go next. Doesn't look like they particularly want to fight us in this area either. What would be funny would be if they went into Japan. Where are they going? They are going here. There we go. Rebels dead. Rebels go bye-bye. Stand and fight, men! Stand and fight! Sorry, probably shouldn't whistle right in front of my microphone. There we go. Let's go ahead and take Hyoxi and get that out of the way. Yeah, we are willing to go for the Spanish Square to get our men. We want banner infantry. Oof. Also, if you guys were watching this on YouTube and are waiting for my Skyrim Let's Play, I know, I'm weird. I play games like Europa Universalis 4 and Skyrim, but I have good news for you. It may come out sooner than I thought it would. The SKSE is coming out end of March, which surprised me with how fast it's going. That's when the open beta is. Now, generally, with most mods, I prefer to wait a couple months for them to get bug fixes. But with SKSE, I'm willing to skip that, because the mods that I want to use, I only want the SKSE for the MCM menus. So, I know it's not EU4 talk, but potentially that's what I'm thinking, is end of March maybe when my Skyrim roleplay goes through. Proper Fleet's the only one that I have. And actually, that's not a bad mission for us. That's something that we do need. We need more. And, yeah. And let's actually go and begin fabricating claims on the Manchu. And what we may do is we may... they're allied with Jin, which I don't like. But if Jin gets significantly distracted, could go to war with both of them, I guess. Independence guaranteed by Korea, or we could just not call Korea in. Just have to deal with Korea and Manchu, take what we can from Korea this war, and then wait. That may actually work really well. I think I'd be willing to do that. The reason I bring that up is Hunterborn, the Skyrim mod, was released the other day. And that was one of the mods that I was wanting to wait for before I did the Skyrim roleplay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Let me guess, it's the nobility, because of course it is. Let's give the nobility something. Let's give them a prize. What would be good area for them? This actually might be a good one. It's not a lot. I mean, we're not getting a lot from it anyways. That would also be another good one. Both of them have high... both of those areas have high autonomy anyways. So, it makes more sense to give it to them. Let's get the regions mode. This area I'm willing to make a territory, because there's a lot of... Oh. Yeah, I shouldn't have been so willing to do that. Oh, no, because that's also includes several areas that we don't have yet, so yeah, that was probably a good choice. Shanghai is quite big. Getting really big. Still not quite willing to do that. alliance with us. Mongolia is getting kind of small too, which is kind of funny. Which means Korchin would be probably a wise next choice to start breaking down after we get Manchu and Korea out. Yeah, I'm willing to use the military as a workforce for that. And let's go ahead and build in this area a few cogs. Because we need some way to get our troops back to the mainland. Manchurian separatists in American. It's just no making some people happy, you know? Just, it's always rebels all the time. Hey, DJ Cool Crusader, how you doing? I'm doing well. Doing quite well. Yeah. I am doing quite well, DJ Cool Crusader. Kind of want to go to war. Kind of want to go to war with Manchu, but at the same time, it might be worth it to just wait a little bit and just keep building spy network strength. Shogun Yoshimun the Terrible is now a naive enthusiast. Of course. Of course. These guys do a... yeah, we already have royal ties with them. Who else would go with royal ties? Whoa, what happened to Shanghai? Mong Yang is beating Shanghai? Who's... well, that's quite a few guys that they're allied with. I mean, wow. That is not what I was expecting. Let's see, diplomatic. Who's at war with them? Shanghai, diplomatic. Let's get a visual representation of what's going on here. Shanghai, diplomatic. Screen. Does that only show me what I'm... I want it to show me who they're at war with. Okay. Continue Mac mode, Shanghai. Any coalitions against them? No. Huh. Guess that map doesn't work like I thought it did. Oh well. So, let's go ahead and start fabricating claims. Oh. What do you mean I have no possible fabricate? Do I already have a claim on you, hey? I do. Okay. To war! Get our guys all sort of together. And go hide them there. I feel like that might be a wise decision for the moment. And What? -5 has military access. Oh, okay, we have military access through them. I forgot about that. Let's cancel our military access. Part 1. Part 2. To war! Let's get them. Let's get them, boys. The levy. Loses influence but gains loyalty. I'm not sure that's worth it. Loses influence but gains loyalty. How long is that? That's a while. That might actually be worth it. Okay. We'll go with that. Get that yearly prestige. Okie attach a siege and send a general back with a little bit more yeah, with a little bit more siege experience. Us out a little bit. Yeah, their guy still has no siege experience, so they're still just sitting there. Stay home at war. So we get the Manchu out. This gives us our first real foothold in the Beijing node, which is quite nice. It also lets us get the last little bit that Manchu has in our current node, and one of our current nodes, the Garin node. We'll use caution because we don't have a lot of let's see here. We'll send a guy there. Ooh, yes. We broke through the walls. That's going to make that a lot faster. And almost, I think the entire military is pretty much coming from Korea. Manchu has one guy, and he's probably up there. That's perfect. I think we chose the right time to attack. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to sneak out while he's not there. And we're going to attack Korea Bay for a second. And he's coming back. So let's get back in there. Right there. Now, the reason we're not attacking them is I'm pretty sure they're ahead on Diplotech compared to us. They're at 10. Yeah, we're at 8. So they've got better ships than we do. So we're not interested in engaging them in a fight. However, small groups like that where it's a really tiny fleet like that, like 2 to 28, I have no problems taking on, because they don't have, they're not that overpowered comparatively. And yeah, we've pretty much won this war. Can we get down there? I think we can. Hopefully we can get down there before they actually take that fort. We may not be able to do that, though. If we can't, then we'll just get down there and siege down Korea's capital, but... Come on, hold out, come on. Hold out a little bit longer, doggone it. Okay. Then what we're just going to do is we're just going to siege down their capital. Okay. So. Feel free to talk in chat, guys, if you want. I am watching that. I did say hello to DJ Cool Crusader a few minutes ago. So. But he said he'd be right back, and I wasn't sure how soon that was going to be. So, and they've taken over the southern tip of Korea, but that's okay because they still are nowhere near. We're actually willing to back off a little bit. It'll slow down our siege a little bit, but I don't want. I'd rather it slow down our siege than us have to worry about fighting Korean Navy and losing out on a whole lot of ducats that way. Break the walls! Break the walls! Breach them! Breach them! Let's knock Korea out of the park. Let's see, what all do we want from Manchu? We want 2, 3, yeah, that, we want ducats, we want war reps. That sounds really good. And then from Korea, what do we want from them this war? We can get that and that. Maybe that? No, we'll back off of that and just get war reps. We want, so this war we hope to get from them Hankun, Hetu Allah, and war reps and ducats. And that should be all that we need from Korea this war, which is actually about to, we're probably about to reach that, really. Worst case scenario, we simply have to wait a few more minutes and stomp down their military, which is not much of a military when in comparison to my own. Some of you guys might be wondering why I'm not going up to the force limit. Simply put, it's not really a priority right now. All of our enemies in the immediate area, we can take them on without requiring a massive force limit. And we're not really expanding that quickly. It may seem like it, but we're really not. Like, we own Japanese Manchuria when we started out as a 3-province minor, but Korchin is military tech 11. Let's check the ledger. I mean, armies, Timurids, let's see. Korchin. Korchin's only at 13,000 men, and their manpower's about the same. So we're looking at 30,000 troops at best. We don't need massive amounts of troops for a war like this. And we won't really until the Europeans get here. Though, hopefully we can ally Europeans rather than make them mad. So having a massive force limit isn't really doing us much. It isn't really going to do us that much. Yeah, it might save us a little bit on manpower, but or on speed of wars, but not really much else. See if we can't draw them in to attack the capital there. So because we're not interested in that sort of drawn out, because we're not interested in expanding that fast, we have no need for the massive military that we have and that our force limit would provide. And so if we were able to expand in a bunch of different directions at once, I might consider getting our military force limit up and getting us to that force limit. But at the moment, the only thing we need to be at the force limit of is light ships. And that's just purely for trade reasons. Make sure that we're taking full advantage of trade. We get it. We've finally managed to convince the heretics in Darren. Wonderful. Wonderful. And what's funny is that my Manchurian separatists in Japan are actually causing more trouble for Korchin than anybody else, which is actually good for me. Korea! Tell me, are you willing to give up yet? No, you are not. Okay. Then continuing our war we shall. We're not interested in your war, really. Or in your peace offer, really, Manchu. Sorry. We really only did this to mess with Korea and maybe force Korea out of several alliances, so not that big of a deal for us. Though I don't like the fact that the Manchurian tribes are starting to revolt. In there. That could be a problem. Ah, there we go. Does Korea want to surrender now? They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Let's see if we can get them to annul treaties. We're going to get them to annul their treaty with Jin. Get Yan as well. How close are they to that? They're real close to that. I am going to wait a little bit and let them... do that and see if it pushes them over the edge. They do that. They're willing to do that. They're willing to lose both their thing with Jan and... Oh, it looks like their treaty with Jin. They already lost it. Okay. How about that then? Okay, Korea has accepted our generous offer. Wonderful. Manchu! Manchu starts revoking cores. And... yeah, that's pretty much all we want. And actually, we're willing to force their religion to Shinto as well. That went well. States are demanding more control of provinces. Of course the nobility wants more. They always want more. We will give them... what would be the best for them? Probably this place. And... let's see. Do we have any trade? What's the real trade power areas? We would like to give off. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any more real trade nodes here, other than where that tiding is a little bit. Okay, we want to give that to the merchant guilds. And clergy, I think, can take the rest of it. Yeah. I'm willing to go that route. And this area, we want to not be a territory anymore, and we want to convert. So we want to start working on converting some of these areas. So we are kind of high on overextension. And this, we want to go to the Merchants Guild. So that we get that sweet, sweet trade power. And we want these guys back out protecting trade in the Beijing node. Yeah! So let's see, we now have 80% of the power there and 17% of the power in this node. Key yields most of the power there. I'm going to deny them privileges. Of course, now that we no longer need the colonialization thing, it may actually be worth, to get the Chrysanthemum Throne achievement, it may actually be worth going with some sort of other idea group. Something like expansion starts to make a lot more sense. Same thing with administrative tech. Could go maritime ideas. I don't... Maritime ideas is not a bad one for the Japanese, but I'm not sure I like it. Quality might actually be okay for them. But, I don't know. So, we are pulling our guys out of Manchu because we don't care. And we are instead sending men to Korea to build a spy network. And we're also sending guys to Cochin to build a spy network. They're willing to do a royal marriage. Shanghai would now be... we'd rather go with the regular theologian. Sunni. Yeah, we'll just have to come back and fix that later. But we don't want the local unrest. So, who is attacking Korchin? Korchin's at war with Jin and Tang. Jin is at war with Korchin, Ning, Maoshan, and Tai Viet, which is interesting. Okay. Find our navy. Build a few more barks. $60 would be nice. But I think maybe we better stop at 50. At least for the moment. Yeah. Probably better stop at 50. And then we'll build 4 more of our works up here. One, two, three, 4. That's a good start. So. Okay, so we have gotten the Chrysanthemum Throne achievement. We've taken most of Upper Manchuria. We've nearly knocked out Korea. I mean, this is a pretty successful campaign as far as I'm concerned. I would like to be able to convert to Protestant, which should happen at some point, but that's going to be a while before we can get that, and that's all with the Catholic states over there. Let's check the institution spread. Ask our theologian to work harder, of course. Renaissance is present in Ning. Oh, good. Goody, 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 goody. Oh, it's so close. It's got to work its way up, but Renaissance is nearly here. Colonialization, on the other hand, is still way back over in Russia. Oh, dear. Ugh. So slow. So be it. It would be interesting to change our faith to Sunni. Let Sunni rebels fire. Change our faith to something else. Ninyugan. Where is that? There. Okay, she must publicly denounce her faith. Fine. I'm tempted to take that, because that would give us another way to go to war with Jan. But it's going to be a couple years before, so probably not. Nope, no. Oh, doggone it. Already there. Should not have fought those guys. No, just what was I thinking? I'm an idiot. Manchurians are close to firing again, but oh well. I'll reduce the trade and investment. Conquer Giron. That's a fight we're okay with taking. Remove Yaren from the map. That's really tempting. It's really tempting, actually. No, we need to focus. We need to focus. Get Korea out of the way. Get caught up on tech, on at least admin tech. Fabricating claims here. We want the capital. We want Gwangju. We want actually as many of those places we can get, and it seems like we've hit the limit for the moment. Here we want as many places we can get. So, sure. Trade efficiency guy sounds quite nice. The nobility's power is declining. Perfect. And we have another military upgrade. We are right on with the military in terms of time, which is kind of surprising to me. So, countries wish to hire condottieri. Who are they at war with? Jan? They're at war with Jan. Interesting. But I don't think I want to help you with that. I want you guys to get nice and weak. are good. Theocratic. Use diplomatic and have a what would be the advantage of that? Diplomat. Number of states plus 10. Seems like it would be better to go with the oligarchic. No. Okay, guys. Well, I think I am going to stop here for the day. If you guys have enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe. Whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, or follow, you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Doing that really helps a small channel like myself out. Helps it be found more in the search rankings. And if you guys have any advice for me, please. Ooh, that's an amazing general. If you guys have any advice for me in the future, please go ahead and give it. Like I said, I am not an expert at playing Paradox games. I'm just a player. So I'm gonna sign off here for the day. I hope to play Wednesday. Wednesday's probably the next chance I'm gonna have to play. Maybe, depending on how homework goes, tomorrow afternoon. So, in the meantime, guys, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. May the odds be ever in your favor. May the drinks be ever in your flavor. May Batman never need to visit your house at midnight. Same thing with Chuck Norris. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe out there, and goodbye.